So AI, artificial intelligence, it's certainly been a gigantic impact on our overall society. And it's happening so fast. I'm sure many of you are starting to get spam calls and other things, and they sound very real. So certainly AI is moving quickly to change our society. But let's start with you, Devin. How is it changing real estate, and how should investors make the most of AI? You're watching a segment from a Freedom Mentor live stream. Join us for our next live event. Go to freedommentor.com/live.
Yeah. So, Phil, from our perspective and my perspective, AI can't replace conversations with sellers. The deals we're doing still require a human element to take place. Sellers are ultimately going to trust you to do the transaction, and that you can actually execute and help them get from maybe some of the trouble that they're going through, right? The way you really take advantage of AI, like some of the things that I'm doing with AI, is I may put together an inspection report into ChatGPT and ask it to outline the report. I may ask for certain specifics of what surrounds a property address, like ABC address. Tell me what the pros and cons are that surround this area, right? So I'm using it as a tool, but it's not going to go out there and find me deals, and it's not going to go out there and talk to sellers. It's a tool, and the better you use the tool, it can really shorten the time you spend on certain things within your business, but it's not going to be the business for you.
So, so you're using it to provide you with certain ideas or maybe some due diligence.
Yeah.
But is it something you take as gospel, or is it something that you verify and you confirm, but it gives you ideas?
Yes, I would say it's not gospel, right? It
Right.
gives you the right path, it gives you the right idea, then you must verify. But using it in a way where you take what it gives you and then verifying it, or it gives you an idea and then drilling down on that idea, is where I see really the benefits for it. It's not the end all be all.
We have been coaching and mentoring real estate investors for 20 years. In fact, some of America's most successful investors got their start with us. Here's what our apprentices have to say about working with us.
Freedom Mentor was probably one of the biggest blessings I've had in my life.
For us, it's been life-changing, hands down. Couldn't even think about not doing this, right? And what a missed opportunity if I had not done it.
And you can be next. Learn more about our program in the top right corner. All right, Brian, what are some things that come to mind with AI and real estate investing right now?
Really just echoing a lot of what Devin shared. I think from an overall standpoint, we want to use it as a tool. It's not going to replace, it doesn't need to try to replace efforts. There's some AI tools out there that will actually try to clone you and answer for you and, kind of simulate you taking action. But I think that's what everyone's on edge about right now. AI is not real, and right now we can at least tell when we see videos that something's not right there.
Right.
But as it gets more and more deceptive, almost, I think that's going to create more distrust with sellers. And we work primarily with sellers who have a big problem with the most expensive asset they're probably ever going to own. And when they have a problem and can't go the traditional route, they reach out to us, not because they have a ton of options. They have very few. And if you're going to put all your eggs in one basket, you need to make sure you trust who you're just about to dive in with, because you have a limited amount of time perhaps before you're going to get foreclosed on, or you've got to move to get to that new job, or whatever the case may be, maybe before you have to file bankruptcy. So I think it's so important what Devin pointed out, the real side, the people side of this business. We need to be ready to step in there, use it as a tool when it helps you to research, it helps you to verify more information. But as was already said, we want to trust to some degree and point us down the path, but we need to verify. This is a very hands-on business. So we'll use it to automate, but we're not going to let it take over.
Would you like to be coached by me and my team? Every successful real estate investor has a mentor. Discover how you can be mentored by us through our apprentice program by clicking above.